Hello my friends and welcome to episode 17 of our Football Manager 2020 Let's Play with Rangers. Today we're taking on two big games. First up we've travelled to Amsterdam to take on Ajax before we host Celtic in the Premiership. Since the last episode where we had that great result against RB Salzburg, we played St Mirren first off and we won 1-0. Ricardo Kishna with the goal in that game, half hour in. It was actually a fairly poor performance overall, but a win is a win. Serginho Dest unfortunately picked up an injury, and if you remember back, Stephen O'Donnell picked up an injury in the RB Salzburg game. This is not good times for our injury situation. We then went and played Dundee United, where our situation gets even better. We won 2-0, Sergio Gomez and Aaron Hickey on the score sheet. John Souttar got himself sent off, and Ryan Kent got injured, because we like to make things easy for ourselves coming into two big games. We'll click on the league table here, and this will highlight the state of the situation. We have 7 senior players out injured. It's nearly double anyone else in the league. It's absolutely frustrating, and it leaves us in a critical situation coming into today's games. Going into the Ajax game, I loaned in right back. Can't play in the Champions League, of course, because he missed squad registration. And we've got one fit winger. Now that's partly my fault, but apparently when I've put Batista Mayer to play in the under-18 to get match fitness, I didn't put him on play the next game or play until he's match fit. I put him on play in, so he played in the Ajax game in the same day. Great. Really appreciate Tugai not realising that situation, but as you can see on the left hand side, more positive news, we're 4 points clear, 5 clear of the second game of this episode's opponents, Celtic, so we're in good shape in the league, just not such good shape in terms of squad, and the injuries are hitting us in places where we're not the strongest. So we've got Reichman out 5 to 8 months. Ryan Kent, it's only 5 days to 2 weeks, but it's not great. Serginho Dest is actually only another 49 days away. And I think if I can find him, Stephen O'Donnell is similar. In fact, he's back in training tomorrow, so he might be fit in time for Celtic. Kishna, 5 to 8 months. It's another cruciate ligament injury. And Morelos, I am going to risk for this game, also has an injury. He'll be back in fitness tomorrow, but he's at 95-92, so I think it's worth the risk. Given our situation, we're weak in just about every other position. I feel like we have to take the risk with Morelos. We're going to go straight into the game because I'm double checking things, but we've gone with Ryan Jack at right back. Ryan Jack obviously played there in his Aberdeen days, so he can play there. He's not going to give us anywhere near the attacking threat of any other right back option in our team. But he'll come in, hopefully do a job. I'm going to change his role once we're into the game, because that means it won't affect my tactics. I've gone through all my set piece tactics and changed them around a little bit, see if that creates some more goals. And I actually got set piece takers sorted out, so I'm going to go with we are the underdogs. We're away from home against a big side, so that is a fair enough representation. We'll put you onto a fullback on support. And does that increase your stars at all? No, it doesn't, but I think it's probably the better option for you, Ryan. You can't even cross the ball, really, can you? So we're going to go straight into kick-off with our team, which you've probably seen there, but we've got Fadanes, Jack, Souttar, Katic, Barisic, McCrory, Aribo Acosta, Harry Wilson, Sergio Gomez out on the left wing, where he can just about play as well, and Alfredo Morelos, as I said, risking him up top. That's a pretty good move from Ajax, but the cross not the best, and Fadanes picks it up. Not convinced with the roll out to Katic there though. Sergio Gomez wins the header, but unfortunately he's not the quickest, Sergio Gomez. So, we're not going to have a quick wing on this side. He's won it there though, and then lost it straight away, but we've got two guys charging down the goalkeeper. That's interesting, maybe a bit over pressy there. They've played it in behind Ryan Jack with Quincy Promes Jack stands tall, wins it, but unfortunately Promes just walks back and gets it. Tadic with a good touch past Katic. Farinez with a big save. And I'm going to just give up a bit of a demand more here because this has not been a good start. Corner whipped in. It's going to bounce all the way out for a goal kick on the other side of the pitch. Not the best corner that we've ever seen, as we have another highlight here. I'm set to play out to fullbacks, by the way. I'm actually set to play out to fullbacks. Distribute to fullback. Why are you playing it there? That's twice now. You've literally just gifted them a goal. What an absolute moron. This is unbelievable. It's on distribute to fullback, so why is he even doing that in the first place? Of playing it to Suter, and then he just puts the team under pressure. Get it out there, and worry about it then. But instead, no, here, have a go, Ajax. You're supposed to be the guy that comes in and replaces Alan McGregor and makes us look good. And to be fair, you've done well so far, but that is absolutely shocking. Jack knocks that one away. We've just got nothing. I don't think we've even been out of our half here so far. Farinez will come and claim that one. See, if you roll it out to a centre back, I'm going to be absolutely... I'm trying not to swear, guys. I am trying not to swear. I might actually bring on Aaron Hickey on at half time as well. Might be a better option on the right. Can at least go back to a win back. It would maybe give us the width, which would maybe help us get out. In fact, Ryan Jack, he's just all over the shop. He's literally... don't know. At least Ross McCrory's covering his position. To an extent, it's not been a good half here. Really hasn't. Fired him up at least. We'll bring Jack off for Hickey. Get yourself into wing back support. And on we go. He's picked up, he's literally been on the park for 1 minute. And no way, we don't have any wingers at all. And that's another winger injury. What the actual... What is going on here? Nikola Katic, you are an absolute muppet. It's unbelievable, this. I don't even know what I can do here. It's too small. McLeod maybe, I guess. Between an injury crisis and two moronic pieces of defending, we're 2-0 down. Well, I say between the injury crisis, we can't make any flipping subs because weakens our team so much. And, you know, our players are turning up with this kind of performance. Barisic, what are you doing? We never play like this. This is the worst performance I have seen us play. And I have played that 4-1-2-1-2 thing. This is not the time for this kind of performance. And I'm sorry that I try not to get angry in my videos, but I'm absolutely appalled by this. Hickey with a decent ball to Morelos, who's shot, and actually we've had a highlight, and we've got a corner from it, because somebody done something that actually was positive, and not kicking the ball to them, or kicking the ball for the post to go to them. I don't get this angry at Football Manager, guys, I really don't, but this is one of the worst performances I have ever seen a team play. Now, I know I've got guys out of position. I know I've got guys really just making do with the situation. But, we've still got good players on the pitch. We've still got the same tactics. And we've still got, Nikola Katic not being a flipping idiot for the 400th time and kicking the ball against the post. This is just shocking defending. Absolutely shocking. We've actually had more shots on target than them as well. Now, granted, they're probably not great shots. We're not even sticking in challenges now. And that's got to be offside, ref. You go and match Tadic, because might actually do something. Can we get a pass? How am I out of that? Oh yeah, I brought Harry Wilson off Andros McCrory, didn't I? I forgot that. Catch with a decent header away, flicked on. Morelos can get there. Somebody makes a pass and Aribo is in behind. But yeah, relevant because we're playing at... How we do not have a rating below 6.4 is beyond me. We've played absolutely mince. Literally, this is the worst performance I have ever seen a team have in Football Manager that I have managed. Go if I show some passion, see if that kicks him on. Aribo does well in the air. Played it across to Hickey from Morelos. And again, no pass. No pass. It just stands there. Here, have the ball, Ajax. Why don't you have it? I'm a defender, and I'm going to have to run all the way back. But I'm going to let you have it. And I'm going to have 5 yards before I do anything about it. Absolute shocking performance. And Barisic has picked up a knock because, we need more injuries. Oh. And the thing is, I can't actually come at them and say, you are absolutely meant to find them because they're getting mid-60s. Because somehow, this is a mid-6 performance. Give them 3 goals without doing any effort. In fact, 3 assists for them actually. And you're given nothing. We get flagged for offside when it's against us. Literally, this game has been absolute nonsense. Get out of it now and just get onto the Celtic game seriously, because I've had enough. Did they not sub Tadic off? Am I imagining that? Was it Promes they subbed off maybe? Absolute shocking performance that. And somehow they all get 6s. And decent 6s at that, the lowest is a 6.5. We've gave them 2 assists. Literally, pass the ball to them. Have a goal. Pass the ball to them. Have a goal. Here, do you want the ball? I'll just stand here. Wilson out for 1 to 2 days. At least it's not too bad. Look at that. 9 injuries. Combine the next 2. We've got more than them. Hopefully they're fit in time for the Old Firm game. I'll see you pitch side in just a second. We've just about got some players back, so hopefully this game goes a bit better. We've got Farinez in goal. O'Donnell at right back. We've got Katic and the big Greek centre back with Barisic on the left. Stephen O'Donnell not quite fully fit, but enough that I felt comfortable risking him. McCrory, Gomez and Acosta take the midfield with Wilson, Batista Mayer and Morelos up front. Wilson and Morelos both fully fit. Ryan Kent has made the bench, but he's really only going to manage 10 minutes if that, but he's basically there in case of emergency. Other than that, I think this team has a chance. The Celtics team, they've invested a lot of money. That Malacute at right back, I tried to get him. He wanted 80 grand a week. This Celtic team spent 77 million in the summer. Their wages they're spending out are unbelievable. Just to click a few here. This guy, 40 grand. That's more than anyone in my team. This lad, 25 grand. They're having a great fee to sign him as well. And they're paid 300 grand a month for him. It's unbelievable. This lad, 56 grand. Wimmer, I think, might have already been there, but 51 grand. Belisan, 29 grand. Drinkwater, 85 grand. Jensen, he's not too bad. Forrest won't be too bad, neither will Rogic. Albrighton, 40 grand. I don't even know what Edward's on. He's on 33 grand. In fact, do you know what? I want to go in. I want to go to the league. I'm just wanting to have a look at stats and team detailed and go down, because this has to be. Look at that. Their wages are literally double ours, and we were losing 3 million a month last year. Now granted, they've got a bigger stadium, but it's only 10,000 bigger. That is going to shred through quite quickly. I don't know what they start with in the bank. You know, they've got Lanzini on the bench here on another 28 grand. I don't even know what some of these other guys are on, but I tell you now, that wage budget is out of control for a Scottish club this early on. They don't even have Champions League football. That is crazy. I'm amazed they managed to get Malacute on loan, because, well, I know they paid him a lot. They paid the club a lot of money, but he wouldn't even talk to me for a loan. He was very interested in coming, but he wouldn't discuss me on a loan, and I wasn't wanting to give him 80 grand a week. Not that the board would have let me, even if I was willing to. Yeah, we've got a fairly strong team here, against obviously a fairly strong team. I've gone with the wrong blooming thing here, unfortunately. But I'm going to mark specific players straight off the bat for Edward. Seems to work in these big games. Hopefully it'll work for us in this one. Hibs won the day before as well, so they'd be a point behind us if we lost. But hopefully we don't do that. We're at Ibrox. We've got a good record against Celtic in this save. Granted, not a Celtic team that spent 77 million in the transfer window, and then a further £1 million a week on transfers, which is absolutely crazy. Wages rather. Batista Mayer with the corner, whips it in. It's in. Don't disallow it. It's an own goal. Mark Albrighton, one of their new signings, has popped it in for us. A really good corner here from Batista Mayer. Katic misses it, and I'm not sure how that's ended up in the back of the net. I don't really care. That's 1-0 to us. And, you know, it's scrappy, but it's good. O'Donnell throws it into Harry Wilson. It's a decent ball. Morelos with a good run. He's kind of been left on his own though, and there was actually defence further behind him what I thought. It was a good run, but how they were so far back I'm not sure. But that's still positive signs. McCrory wins that header. Unfortunately doesn't keep it, but wins it again. Back to Ross McCrory. Cameron plays it back to Nicolo Katic. Over to Stephen O'Donnell. That width's back now, and Harry Wilson, he's got space and he gets it on his left. He's never ever missing that in one for Sundays once that's on his left under no challenge. Good goal again. It's that width. We just didn't have it in the last game, did we? By the time that I brought Hickey on, it was probably too late, and Hickey's not anywhere near as good on. You know, he's done very well on the left, but he, for whatever reason, as much as I think he plays, I'm sure he plays the right in real life, he struggles on the right in game, as we've seen last year. But when I've played him on the left, he's done very good. They've got a free kick. Albrighton whips it in. Katic comfortable away and picks it up again. Batista Mayer. Sergio Gomez, who's really coming onto a game. That's a decent ball, but it's won well in the air by them. Jensen, he manages to get a shot away under pressure from McDonald, but Farinez will comfortably keep that in his grasps. Going to half time, 2-0 up. A much better performance so far, but still not quite where I need it to be. I'm going to go with a cam. And plays well, that gives a really good reaction, right? We'll continue with that, you know. Could have put some more of those shots on target, but it works. We get green reactions. Jensen launches it across that Malik. What absolutely unbelievable stat, this lad. But still not worth 80 grand a week that he wanted, and not worth the 300 grand a week that Celtic are paying to have him on loan. And they've only reduced the amount that they would have to buy him for by £1 million or something. It's a good challenge from Barisic. Clears it away to Batista Mayer. He's kind of a bit trapped here. Mavranpros. Thankfully, wingers don't cross in this game because we got completely hemmed in there. I'm going to maybe bring off. Are we playing out of defence? Yes. I'm going to take that off because we got pinned in there and that was not good. Albrighton, Mavranpros away, and Forrest will pick up. But end of highlight. Albrighton. They've started this half really brightly. Farinez, he's punched it. Barisic flicks it away, but again it's poor. And Malakut, he's getting chased by Barisic. Don't put in a challenge, son. You're on a yellow. Just keep them addressed. You've got support there now. Well done. And Acosta brings it away. Good challenge from then. Batista Mayer picks up though. McCrory plays it out to O'Donnell, and we've got the ball now. We're looking good on this counter. Gets it into Wilson. He's got support in the middle. Not the way that we wanted it to go. Sergio Gomez. I've got no idea what is going on with the ball right now. It just looks like it's going up and down and up and down. But that was a good move. Sergio Gomez unlucky there. Farinez plays it out to Borna Barisic. Mavranpros, we're not playing it out of defence, and you can see already we're getting away from their press, which is probably helping us actually. Forrest, Batista Mayer, crunch and challenge. Acosta whips it across, gets it to Harry Wilson. He's got support in the middle, doesn't use it, but he gets the penalty. Borna Barisic will take. I've not set my penalty. I did not set my penalty takers. That's it right now, just as I'm recording this. The hot fix for penalties just came out, so I'm not sure what the fix is for that. That's another penalty saved. Maybe wish I'd gone and downloaded that at the end of this game if they managed to pull it back to 2-2. Barisic with the corner though, whipped in. It's a good ball in, and Mavranpros gets his head to it. Not enough to keep it on target. We are going to bring on Cervella for McCrory, and probably Hickey for Barisic as well. Actually, we cannot afford a red card here. Not quite at the level of bringing on Josh Knight yet, but I think that's a good way. Need to pass it here, Acosta. That's a great ball into Harry Wilson. Tries to cross it, but he does get the corner out of it. The on loan man from Liverpool. We're not going to see that corner. Don't tend to like making too many defensive changes. That is what I was scared of, is another injury to a winger. Looks like a bruised shin. Do you know what? You're in an Old Firm game. You can suffer a bruised shin. Cervella, that is awful from the former Liverpool man. Sergio Gomez comes in and he shows him what it means to do it though. Batista Mayer, poor ball. Drinkwater plays it in forward for Albrighton, who's got Stephen O'Donnell for company, but Bauer straight in on O'Donnell just as he got the touch. Landini, Brown plays it across. Need Hickey to win this. Gets it in a good position as well, but Landini reacts before the big Greek. I think Farinez managed to get a hand onto that, you know. I'm not sure. Good challenge, Sergio Gomez. And O'Donnell brings it away. Not the convincing pass there from O'Donnell, but he does get it to Harry Wilson, who's played it across. Sergio Gomez on his weaker foot, unfortunately for us, I think. Going to bring on Joe Aribo for Acosta. Gets just that bit more physicality in the midfield, which I think we're going to need. We're going to go with a get creative as well, because if we're getting creative, they can't have the ball. Is kind of what my thinking is. I feel like we have lost a little something with the playing out of defence. That's another knock for a winger, and that would leave us with exactly 0 fit first team wingers if either of them are long term. Thrown in to Cervella. Does well to keep it. It's a poor ball in though. from the former Liverpool man. Brown brings it out. Pretty sure he got sent off when we won the league as well last year, the last game of the season. Hickey does well, gets it back to Farinez, who just launches it clear. That's good enough for me. Batista Mayer, Morelos plays it back to Cervella. Batista Mayer, he's got Morelos in the middle. It goes alone, and Barkas just punches it over. I'd have personally gone into Morelos there, but again, as I said before, wingers don't really pass it on this game. And Batista Mayer whips it in, and Barkas comes and collects before it lands on the head of John Suter or Nikolo Katic. Not John Suter, Mavrampos, the big Greek. But this looks like it's going to be a scrappy 2-0 win. Not the best performance in the world. Certainly second half we weren't great. Two pretty nasty injuries to pick up, unfortunately. Batista Mayer, knee injury. That doesn't sound good. Lower leg, we said that was a bruised shin. Good win, boys. Well done. And when are we going to come back? That's a week. That's not too bad. That's 1 to 2 days. It's not too bad, you know. We're back down to just the 7 injuries. I was rating Sergio Gomez up there. I started slow as well, but he's kicking in now. When will we come back? I think we will. My head said that we would miss the Lyon game, but I can't remember why. Was it maybe the Napoli game? Or do Napoli's doubleheader? I can't remember. But tell you what, I'll work it out, guys, and I'll see you next episode. Have a good day, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.